I'm going to have a talk about when YouTube commentators say, go ahead and charge money for the things that you can do. And I'm putting out value in the world, and the world will pay me back for whatever I'm paying out. And so I've got money courses you can take. You can buy my books. And I've got a whole team of people who are helping me with what I do. I've got somebody who answers the emails for me. I've got someone else who does the accounting. Um, I've got various other people doing other things, all part of my business. Okay, what is that saying to me? That is saying, oh, someone says someone very immature. I know, but this person is living very well. This person is traveling the world. Another person who was doing the same kind of thing with an ad had about a dozen cars that were probably worth $250,000 each. And this is what they say, follow my path and you too can get rich. Okay, so what is going on here? We have got people who are, someone says, blessed with money. These people always say it's your belief. You've got bad beliefs around money, and your beliefs are what are stopping you from having money pouring in on you, dump trucks worth of money. It's your beliefs that somehow money is the root of all evil, and that belief is keeping away money. And you that have spiritual gifts, he said in this case it was like Reiki. If you had Reiki and you had energy coming through you, you should charge money for that because it's you're doing it during the day while other people are making McDonald's hamburgers or being the CEO of a corporation. So you should get paid for it. So you should charge for whatever it is. And it's really your belief that somehow you shouldn't charge for your spiritual gifts. And then the idea was it's just as much a spiritual thing to do energy healing like Reiki or life coaching as it is to be making McDonald's hamburgers or making cars or being an accountant. It's the same thing. All of you are humans, and everything you're doing here is spiritual because you're spirits, and this is a world of spirit. So go ahead and make lots of money. And, proof is in the pudding because, the one commentator has been traveling the world and lives in beautiful condominiums with swimming pools. And the other person has got all these cars and lots of money. So this is basically someone wanted to say a come on for a sales pitch. Let's leave it at these ones aren't really involved with expanding consciousness. What? That's what they're talking about. Follow my way of being and you will get rich. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Okay, what are we missing here? Because clearly they do have what we see as material abundance, a whole pile of expensive cars and beautiful places to live in beautiful tropical places. It's all peaceful. What does it mean? It's getting to the root of abundance. For all of us, we expect abundance means I have at least one new car, I have a nice house, I have nice trips around the world, and to some people, I've got a team of people who work for me. Those are the material ways of judging whether someone is abundant. And clearly, if someone doesn't have all those things, why the hell would you listen to anything they had to say? Because, if they're dirt poor, the best I'm going to do following this person's path is I'm going to be dirt poor too. Makes logical sense. I'm going to tell you that the people that are telling you material goods are abundance are, someone says primitive. No, I don't know. Why is that primitive to have, lots of nice things to enjoy? In one of my more than one previous video, I talked about money and I said, the reason I don't like money is because everyone is your client. And to me, maybe is it my belief? I said, look at it this way. If you're a grandmother, do you charge money to your grandchildren for you being a grandmother? No. No, the children come over to grandma's house and grandma's got some cookies there for them. Grandma doesn't charge money for the cookies, for the pop, for the hugs, for the time you spend at her house that she had to pay money out to heat the house or air condition the house. This is where these other people have got it wrong. By treating other people like their clients, you are distancing yourself from them. These people are not your family. These people are business propositions. And so what is the root of business propositions? I have a product and I'm looking to sell it for money. I'm a salesperson. I'm a good salesperson. And the product I'm selling may or may not be a good product, but I'm going to do my damnedest to sell it to you because I want the money more than I want you. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to you after you leave my place of business and I've got your money in my pocket. As long as I've got your money in my pocket, I guess you got good service for your money or you bought a good product. I guess so. Maybe you'll come back another day or you'll send someone my way. That's more advanced business, getting more clients. In other words, I sold you a car and here's a bunch of my business cards. Did I do a good job for you today? Yeah, you're happy with your car and you think I did a good job. I helped you buy the car. Well, just go out today and when you're having, when you're at McDonald's, and just, pass my card to anybody that's at McDonald's that happens to mention they're in the market for buying a car. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, given everything that's gone on. So you're basically using your past clients to get more clients. What's wrong with that? Someone says, nothing's wrong with that. You need more clients and there's more people that want to buy cars. You might as well buy it from you. At least you're competent. You managed to get all the paperwork done and get the car ready for the client. I can't really put it into words more than it's about getting things for you. But I gave them all my other stuff. That's what, it was another book. It was The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. And he said, as long as you are giving them more value in your product or your service than what they think the money is worth that they're handing you, they're happy because they got something cheaper than what they thought they could get it for. And you're happy because you got money and you gave away a service and you got, you think the money is worth more than the service. So you're both happy, and that's the science of getting rich. Wallace Wattles. And, I'm going to treat my cousin like a client. In other words, I'm not going to give my cousin a new car. I'm going to negotiate with my cousin as if, he's anybody else. And I'm going to try and get the highest price I can on this car because that's makes me a bigger commission check. And my cousin's going to think, well, I'm going to go to my cousin because he's maybe going to give me a better deal than the other salesperson who I'm not related to. Someone says, or maybe he feels guilty if he doesn't go to you, that you're going to say, you stupid shit, I'm your cousin. Why don't you come to me? But you see how it's manipulation. It's manipulating other people. It's manipulating my cousin to come to see me. How do we know it's manipulation? Because you're not doing it for other people. You're doing what you're doing for you. Someone's asking the question, okay, if I'm a energy healer, I do Reiki energy healing. Am I doing that for me or am I doing it for other people? If you're not charging money, you're doing it for the other person. If you're charging money, it's in exchange. They're getting your service and you're getting some money. Is there a real difference? Yes, there is a real difference. What is the real difference? It is you not giving unconditional love. Maybe that's hard to put it in those words. Unconditional love means without conditions. I will love you and you don't even have to love me back. Versus, I'm going to give you something that I do, my service, but the condition is you have to pay me. You have to pay me. Is there a difference between those two things? Oh, huge difference. A huge difference. Okay, on the scale of human consciousness, unconditional love calibrates at 540. It's a very high vibration. Let's call this capitalism, where I'm charging money because I'm in the business of being an energy healer. What does capitalism calibrate at? I don't even know. Is it lower than 540? My intuition says yes. My intuition says if I am freely giving it away, not expecting anything in return from this other person, that to me, by intuition, is a high vibration gift. And to me, my intuition says, if I'll give away this service, I'm not giving it away. If I'm charging for the service, it's not unconditional. The condition is you got to pay me. We can't possibly be at 540 unconditional love because I put a condition of money, me getting money. I put a condition on it. It can't be unconditional love. Can't be. So it must be lower on the scale of human consciousness. Must be. Your rational mind is going to say, I know, but I live in a world where everything costs me money. Where is the money going to come to pay for my housing and my car and my food, etc., etc.? I mean, you're not being realistic. I must have money. For me, this thing has to have money. This is the biggest hurdle for people who calibrate up to 499 on the scale of human consciousness. That is, 400s are intellect and rationality. It's irrational for me to give away everything. It's irrational. My rational brain says, I can't give away everything. I must have some income. So I must be someone with my hand out saying, pay me. How do you jump out of this paradigm into the paradigm of unconditional love? You could read a story about someone who made the big jump and the universe looked after them. There's a story like that in Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. But it's just a story for girls and boys. I mean, whether it really happened or not, I don't know. And, because even if it did happen for that one boy, the one boy went